Hello everybody, my name is Silverlance. Welcome to the adventure. We're back with some more Alan Wake. In the last episode, stuff happened. It's very confusing. Where we went for a walk from following on from a car crash, which was following on from my wife disappearing in a lake, possibly dead. I then went for a car crash. And then I shot some people and Carl Stuckey. Now we're back. Anyway, let's jump straight back into it because we've just found the gas station from the last episode, and I want to know a little bit more about what the heck is going on. There we are, beautiful transition. Don't need to change a thing. I've also I love the fact that I've got a shotgun. So this is about a week, maybe a fortnight later from when you guys from last week's video. Have we read that manuscript? I think we have. Didn't we miss it? We didn't miss it. Didn't we read it in the last episode? I feel like we did. And everything else apparently is only available on nightmare difficulty. So we don't get to...
The Deer Fest had been 2 weeks away when we arrived.
Oh, okay.
If the day count on the banner was right, I was missing a whole week between the night we got here
I forgot that Alan talks about everything. And now that there's a cat underneath me. Hello, cat. So yes, the cat decided to come and pay me a visit because it's lunchtime. Well, I've had my lunch. And what happens is he normally gets some chicken. There's something shiny over there. And he's determined to have some chicken. Ooh. 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 Is this bad? Is this bad? Oh, there's lots of people now. Okay, it's fine. Oh, God, I dodged it somehow. I didn't dodge that, did I? Oh, God, I completely... Look, okay, could you stop? Oh, I suck at this game. I've forgotten how much I suck. Okay, hang on. There we go. Right, I just wanted the shiny thing, okay, game? I just wanted the shiny thing. Have I reloaded my gun? I have. Okay, right. So other than being interrupted by the cat, I wanted the shiny thing. And I'm assuming that it's because... Ow. I'm assuming it's because I was in the fog. The fog of naughtiness. That's what we're calling it. There we go. Easy. So the fog contains bad guys. Got it. I just wanted the shiny thing. Okay? Alan knew that he wanted the shiny thing. And it didn't really matter about how many times that he would have to... Oh, God, there's lots of them now. Hang on. Oh, I dodged that somehow. Okay. There we go. And the others ran back into the... I'm probably never going to stop doing that.
To find a phone to call for help.
Okay, well, can I stay under the light? Will this light heal me? Will this light... Will the light make me better? I didn't actually lose as much energy as I thought I would, which is good. Let's get my shotgun out.
The garage was a mess. It looked like someone had trashed the place, or that there'd been some kind of fight.
Wait, didn't we read something about... Wasn't Carl here? Carl Stuckey! Wasn't he here?
All right. I'll keep writing. Outside, there's only darkness. Outside the cabin, outside the story, there's only darkness.
What?
I can feel her presence in the dark. Just now, I could smell her perfume in the room. I'll reach her. I'll fix it up. I'll bring her back. The story will come true. If I stop, she's lost.
Is that me?
I don't believe this.
So...
It'd been me on the TV, talking crazy. Was I losing my mind?
Alan, you're talking to yourself and you're narrating the events as they happen. I think you are mad. So, does he think that if he writes his wife into the story, that that she's gonna come alive, but we only know that because I found the manuscript that talks about the future events. My brain's hurting. Raffle tickets, fishing competition, pie contest, and surprise competitions. Live music. For the children, we have Bucktooth Charlie in the afternoons. And Montgomery, the mystic, amazing Phantasmagoria. Don't miss the legendary Deerfest Parade. Alan, I think you need some sunglasses, bro, so that you can look cool whilst walking away from... There's a phone. Let's use the phone. Alan, use the phone.
Right phone, Sheriff Station.
I know we read the manuscript that says we lied.
God, Sheriff.
We
Sheriff
lied
Sarah
to the
Rick.
sheriff.
You are...
I'm Alan Wake, but listen. I was in a car crash. My wife, Alice, she's missing.
Calm down, Mr. Wade.
We were staying in a cabin on the island, on Cauldron Lake.
There's no island on Cauldron Lake. Not since the big eruption in the 70s.
Please, I can take you there, okay?
You look like you've taken a pretty bad knock to the head. Are you okay?
No, I had a car
We'll
crash.
figure this out. Please get in the car. We'll swing by the lake and then we'll go to the station. Okay?
Okay.
Mr. Wake, have you seen Stucky,
Carl
the guy
Stucky.
who owns this place?
Yes.
I realized I couldn't tell her what had happened in the forest. She wouldn't have believed me.
Yeah, just like your story.
Help me with Alice.
So I told her I shot Carl Stucky in the face. Are we at Cauldron Lake now? Let me guess. Doesn't exist. Okay, well that makes it even more, infinitely more complicated. So, it doesn't exist. So the island doesn't exist. So, also,
A candy-colored clown they call the Sandman
the hell?
tiptoes to my room every night.
I don't know if this is copyrighted or not. So I'm going to talk over. End of episode 1.
Everything
Okay, I am gonna skip because
Previously on Alan Wake,
what?
I came to Bright Falls
Hang
with my
on.
wife, Alice.
Is this an episodic series?
I thought maybe you could write here.
I don't want to keep...
Okay, we're skipping that. 3 years ago, New York City. Why are we going back 3 years ago? I'm gonna skip the... That was weird, right? That's not just me. I haven't played like a game that did the episodic thing. I knew that they existed.
Back here, sweetie. How was it?
Worst weather I've ever seen.
Where's...
You should put some coffee on. It'll warm you up.
Hey, handsome.
Don't
This
shout.
is gonna be a long night, but these shots are turning out great.
Hang on, I needed the coffee.
Coffee then. I'll
Yeah.
go put it on.
Yeah, coffee. Okay, your thingy is closed, Alice. I don't know why. Okay, so now we're here. There's another QR code, which... Books! There's another QR code, which I'm not going to look at. Oh, okay. The sudden
True
stop.
What they say about the fall and the sudden stop at the end. I'd lain here in the snow while the lurid chain of scenes that had led me here kept playing in my head. A rerun of my own private snuff movie. A memory of my corpse. Alone at my own wake. Thinking in metaphors again.
Do you get Alan
Femme
Wake?
fatale was gone. Only a sour taste remained of the kiss.
Is this...
Killed me.
Is this the detective one?
This was a late goodbye.
I'm assuming.
13 years after I'd gotten my revenge, it had finally caught up with me. It had been a long time to bear the pain. My blood painted the snow red. A gruesome slushy dissolved all the scattered painkillers and leisurely dripped down to the sewer, mingling with the bile of the city, becoming one with it. I can see them now. My wife and my baby. Honey, I'm home.
It sounds noir enough to be to be a detective-y. Oh, look at those gold-plated guns. We need them. It sounds like noir enough to be what he was writing. Come on, brain, we can do this. Sentences and words. We're used to it.
The continuing freezing rain and heavy snowfall have necessitated a winter storm warning in the entire tri-state area.
Oh, good. It's really fucking cold. Got it.
As many roadways are already closed, and city officials are not expecting snow crews to keep up with the
All right.
We're now on the third
Well, we'll keep going.
The weather is not expected to clear up anytime soon.
It's really cold out there, honey. And I've forgotten where the coffee machine is. I can't tell. Is that in... Oh, it's a new... Right, television. Right, yes. Yes, that's what we need. New television. This was 3 years ago, so this is before Alan woke up and stopped... No, before he stopped... Before he had writer's block.
Coffee's on.
Great, thanks. I'll need it if I'm gonna finish this by tomorrow.
Sorry, I just coughed. Okay. Go to Alice. Right, I should really read the instructions. All right. So this is before his writer's block.
I just finished those cover mock-ups. They're on your desk. Tell me what you think.
No kidding. I didn't think you'd get them done this quickly.
On occasion, I can perform all sorts of miracles, my dear.
Oh, really?
He seems less of a douchebag in this.
These look really good.
Oh,
Do they?
Sure, until Barry gets his hands on them.
I've no idea.
By the way, will happen over my dead body.
Okay,
The
let's
last
not
time
give it
was
to
the
Barry
first
then.
time. Oh, and speaking of Barry, he called.
Alan? Alan, please check the fuse box.
All right.
I'm right here. I'm on it, honey.
Please hurry.
Honey, it's a power outage. I've got the flashlight.
Okay. Hi.
You okay?
I'm sorry. It just really spooked me.
Don't
What,
worry.
power
We'll
outages?
just break out
Okay.
the candles.
Yeah.
I
Turn
know
it into a
it's stupid,
romantic
but
evening.
It's just, especially when I'm not prepared for it, you know? It gets to me.
I love you.
Is she afraid of the dark?
Tell me a story, writer.
Okay. I used to have these nightmares when I was a kid. The dark really spooked me, too. When it got really bad, my mom gave me this old light switch. She called it the clicker.
The clicker, huh?
Yeah.
Click.
If I ever got
Wow.
scared of the dark, I could just flip the switch and a magic light would scare the monsters away.
Oh,
So
sure.
was it a light switch or was it a torch?
Here it is.
Alan.
Maybe it'll help you, too.
Yeah, nice story, writer boy. You made that up right now, didn't you?
No. Seriously.
Is that a one of those ones for like a side
I
lamp or
think you're
something?
a liar. Thanks for this.
I would love it if she pressed it and all the lights came on. And it's like, ta-da! See? It works. So he wasn't a complete douchebag the entire time. That's good to know. It's only since he's
How
been...
do you feel, Mr. Wake? Any nausea, disorientation, anything like that? Mr. Wake, how are you feeling?
Great!
I'm okay. My head's fine. I had to lie about my headache and memory loss. He'd send me to a hospital for tests. I couldn't leave without Alice.
Very well. I don't think you have a concussion, but you've obviously been through quite a shock.
Why is he a
You should take it
fisherman?
easy for a couple of days.
He looks like a fisherman. You know, with the
Mr. Wake, we're done here.
with the
If
thing.
pain gets any worse or you experience any other symptoms, you should come see me.
Thanks.
I'll let you get on with it then. Sarah, Sheriff Breaker.
Oh, it's because you literally were out
very
fishing.
good at her job.
Got
I'm
it.
sure she can locate your wife in no time.
Yeah.
Nelson was the image of a small-town doctor. Sheriff Breaker had called him to the station to take a look at the cut in my head.
Cauldron Lake Lodge, Cauldron Lake. Okay, so... Oh, examine. What am I examining? So, Cauldron Lake doesn't technically exist.
I'm sorry
The
I had to cut your morning fishing
Cauldron
short
Lake
for this.
cabin doesn't exist anymore.
Beauty, ain't she? Not the biggest I ever caught, if you can believe that.
I believe that's a carp.
Like me, but she's right up there. Now, she's a largemouth bass, which is...
That's what I said?
If you prefer a lure. Now, if you want either trout or
I would
salmon,
ask editing Silverlance to make me sound really smart.
You
But I
a
won't.
fishing man, Mr. Wake? Oh, doesn't really matter, I suppose. But it can be very relaxing out there. You can't get me off the water this time of year. Closest thing to heaven.
I meant.
I'll take your word for it, Doc.
I meant bass, like drum and bass.
I believe you'll find the sheriff in her office. Just go down the corridor.
Oh, that's so old. I know what they're trying to. It's like the old computers where floppy drives, floppy disks were actually floppy. Okay. Oh, good. The woman with the lamp.
Thank you for testing the lights, Miss Weaver. Everything seems to be fine.
I don't have the luxury of being complacent, Deputy Grant. The bulbs will need changing soon. You can't change them in the dark.
I'll be sure to take care of it, Miss Weaver. Have a nice day now.
Very good. I'll come back later on to remind you, just in case.
Mr. Wake, the sheriff is waiting for you in her office down the corridor.
Thanks.
That was Cynthia Weaver.
Thanks.
Call her the town eccentric.
Yeah, she
She's
carries a lamp.
the editor of the local newspaper, but she's focused on other things these days.
She'd fit right in where I come from.
Lights.
As you can see, she's a little obsessed with maintaining the light bulbs of the whole town. Refuses to step on shadows, things like that.
That's
Back in her day, she wrote
smart.
about all sorts of weird things in the paper. Bright Falls has a colorful history. Of course, what small town hasn't?
I don't know. Oh no, there's a missing cat. Oh no. Parking lot holding cells. Okay. Down there looks like plot.
The sheriff wants to see you in her office.
Yes,
Mr. Wake.
I'm aware. This is why I'm not going that way. It's because, there might be collectibles. There might be...
Yeah, it's Mulligan here.
There might be a thermos.
There's no sign of him. Over.
Wait. Yeah, this is Thornton. Look, we've located the brake float. It's here. That's some good news, right? Stucky was supposed to be driving it at the rehearsals today. Over.
Oh, give me that. Mulligan here. Looks like someone really thrashed the garage. Over.
Okay, roger that, guys. Keep looking for Stucky. Jane's out.
Yeah, he might be dead. I definitely didn't do it. Alright, let's have some more. Alice sees a shadow.
Through the viewfinder, lining up the shot. Cauldron Lake was breathtaking. Something caught her eye. A figure standing in the shadows behind the cabin, like a thin woman in a black dress.
Oh yeah, we
She
saw her
lowered the camera
right at the beginning of the game.
No one there. Just a collection of bushes that looked vaguely human-shaped. She shook her head and laughed.
I've done that before. I've literally done that before, where I've looked at something and then I've gone, oh, it's a shadow monster. No, it's not. It's just a crow or something. Yes, I'm going, you lovely person. I'm going. I needed to catch the thermos. Oh, I can read. Who's that? Have you seen this man? Identifying features. Knack for winning contests. Okay. Jacob Miller, Bruce, Dansky, Richard. Okay. Let's go. Sheriff.
Come in, Mr. Wake.
Thanks.
Your phone's on the desk. The
Thanks.
battery was dead. It's charged now.
Oh, thanks. You charged my phone. Why did you charge my phone? But
Have you
thanks.
started looking for my wife yet?
My men are already on it. Now, can you tell me what happened?
Yes,
I'm
we
not sure.
went to
I
a
can't
thing.
remember. We were arguing. I walked out of the cabin.
And then...
The cabin on Cauldron
Yeah,
Lake?
the cabin on Cauldron Lake that
How
doesn't
did you
technically
end up at
exist.
Stucky's gas station?
I wanted to tell her what had happened last night, but I couldn't. She'd lock me up.
I saw...
Excuse me. I need to take this.
You do? It's an unknown. Why
Hello?
would you take that?
Alan, please help me.
Alice?
Stop talking to the law. You'll do exactly what I say if you ever want to see your wife again.
Oh.
Who is this?
Go to the back lot. There's a hole in the fence on the left. Look inside the junker. I left a little something there to convince you we're all on the same page here. After you ditch the cops, you're gonna meet me in Elderwood National Park. There's a spot called Lover's
Mr.
Peak.
Wade, can I help you with anything?
Don't do nothing stupid, pal. We're watching you.
I need to get some air. The sheriff said I could go out back.
Of course, Mr. Wake. You can get there through the cell corridor. Just don't mind Walter in there. He's one of our regulars.
I thought he quit drinking for good.
Oh, I don't want to,
No
like,
such luck. He went on a
advance
bender
the
and
plot,
beat
'cause
Danny pretty
people-
badly. He started shouting like that the moment he woke up.
I don't want to advance the plot too much because I want to hear what people actually have to say.
Can you turn the lights on?
There you go.
Thank you, man. Thank you. Hey,
You're welcome.
you're all right.
Thanks.
You're a good guy.
I try to be.
Anybody tell
These
you
cells are
you
huge.
know I shouldn't even be in here?
Is it because she's drunk and phasing through bars?
All wrong. See, sure. I beat him up, but I wasn't drunk. I mean, I wasn't drunk at the time.
Oh,
I
okay.
only got
That makes it better.
afterward. Okay, listen. You gotta listen carefully now. Here's the kicker. That wasn't Danny. No, sir. It only looked like him.
Oh, okay.
You wanna know who it really was?
Um,
Tell you who it really was.
Did you have to shine a light at him, then shoot him in the face? Because I can't relate to that at all.
Thing that a drunk would say, but believe me, I wasn't drunk then.
I believe him. I definitely believe him. Ooh, look! More stuff. Okay. The dark presence in the
spite of
diner.
its human mask, to describe the dark presence as intelligent would have implied human qualities on something decidedly inhuman. Nonetheless, it found the one spot in the diner that was dark enough. Some light spilled into the corridor, ravaging it. But it took the pain. Horrible as it was, the writer would soon fix that. He would be coming to the one place where it still had power.
What? So, the dark place still had
The early
power.
morning
What?
light hurt my eyes and made my head ache. The man on the phone had said, go through the fence on the left.
Yeah, but we're not going to do that. We are going to steal a thermos, though.
Well, folks, it's been another long night, and it's about time for me to sign off for a while. God knows I need my beauty sleep. Just one more item before I go. It's been a busy night for the sheriff's department. We've had a few broken windows, even a report of shots fired on Main Street. Deputies Mulligan and Thornton had to deal with two intoxicated young men who were celebrating the completion of their Deer Fest float. Now,
By shooting
we get
guns.
this every year. I know it's exciting, the big day's almost here, but let's save it for the party and leave the gunplay for the shooting competition, huh? No point in getting all worked up yet.
I love it. I love it. Right. So I need to examine a junker. I'm not entirely sure I know what a junker is. Is that a junker? Is that like the make of a vehicle?
In the fence behind the police station, there was something for me in an abandoned car.
Oh, okay. Is the car called junker? Is that... Or is it just something that people call them? The broken down vehicles. Kick. Wow. Damn, Alan. Obviously you didn't skip leg day. The Wake. That's me, at Lover's Peak.
The kidnapper fired his gun one last time, and the shadow vanished into the darkness it had come from. See? Nothing to it, Wake. The thought of Alice in his hands was revolting. We stood on the wooden platform of Lover's Peak, the waterfall on the mountain behind us, the lights of the radio mast blinking red in the heights above. I fought with the urge to take a swing, force myself to speak. Let's cut the act now. Where's my wife?
So... we know that he's going to be at Lover's Peak, and if he does confirm it, then I hope he does actually comment on the fact that his novel that he is or isn't
Alice's
writing.
driver's license had been placed on the front seat.
It had?
The caller meant business.
Oh. That he will finally comment on the fact that we're reading the future, but... Alright then.
Barry?
Ow! Thank God! Where the hell have you been? I've been trying to reach you for a week, you and Alice. I've been worried sick. I flew out yesterday. I'm here in Bright Falls.
Ah,
Barry,
that's very nice of him.
I'm at the sheriff's station. Come and get me. I can't talk now.
Al, what the hell is going on?
I had to get the sheriff to let me go. I needed to get to Elderwood National Park to meet Alice's kidnappers.
I thought that might have been a thing. It wasn't a thing. Right. Okay. I'm gonna have a quick peek up here just in case. No. Okay. Alright. Let's go back and annoy the sheriff and go, I'm fine. Don't worry about the darkness killing my... Oh, so bright.
The world of his story from darkness, shapes it from nothingness. The way a sculptor carves a statue from a block of granite. If I stop, the world I'm making dies. Darkness will reclaim it. It's a long, hard journey into the dark. Alice's life is at stake, but I can't think about that, or I'll lose it. The dread lingers at the edge of perception. I'll push on. Anything is possible here. I'll write the story. I'll save her.
So, writing the story, is it the story that I'm reading / living to try and get his wife back? Not entirely sure that was the sentence.
Wanted to settle all the damage the Anderson brothers might have inadvertently caused on their recent and regrettable little outing. They are not accountable for their actions, of course. I can assure you that my staff has been reprimanded.
Tor and Odin never caused any trouble to anyone when they were still living at their farm.
Indeed. All we can do is to slow down the progress of their dementia.
Oh, okay, they've got dementia. Alright. Is that the two old
Are you
people
feeling any better, Mr. Wake?
I'd like to leave.
that we saw
Am I free to go?
Well,
in the
we
first
still
episode?
need to talk about...
Am I under arrest?
No, of course not. But I need to know where you'll be staying so I can get in touch with you.
I'd avoid the motel. The Majestic is known for its roaches. The cabins at Elderwood are pretty nice, though.
That sounds perfect.
I'm Dr. Emil Hartman. I'd like to invite you to stay at Cauldron Lake Lodge.
Did you talk to my wife?
I had the pleasure of discussing your situation with her on several occasions.
Did you set something up with her?
I invited her here. My clinic is a place where...
Oh, hey!
Wow!
Take it easy.
What? Why did we punch him?
Hey, nobody move. Get your hands off of my client.
Who are you?
I'm Barry Wheeler, his agent. If you have business with Mr. Wake, you talk to me. You yokels won't know what hit you once I sick my lawyers on your asses.
Well,
no harm done.
To be fair, I did just punch a guy for no
I don't
reason.
want to press charges. Mr. Wake, my offer still stands.
Thanks, I'm gonna punch you for no reason. I don't really know why.
What the hell was that about, Al?
Thanks, Barry.
We don't need a replay of that thing with the paparazzi. I thought they were gonna lock you up.
Don't worry, Barry. Joey Wheeler.
I had to talk to someone.
You gotta be
I
Joey.
told Barry everything. He thought I was certifiable, but when he heard about the manuscript, I had him. The fact that I'd written something, even if I couldn't remember it, was enough for him. He smelled money. And he believed that Alice had been kidnapped. Anything beyond that was another story. I had a midnight appointment with the kidnapper in a place called Lover's Peak, somewhere in Elderwood National
How about
the plan was to rent a cabin.
I don't like it, Al. I don't like any of it. It's not good. In fact, it's the absolute opposite of good.
Thanks, Barry.
Mr. Wake! Barry, you found him.
Hi, Rose.
Oh, wow. I was just thinking about you, too.
Great.
I was just bringing Rusty some coffee. He's on the balcony, looking after Max. Poor thing.
Who's Rusty?
I really need to go. Great to see you again.
We
Mr.
haven't
Wake.
met them, right?
Later.
Calm down, Barry.
Who's Max?
Yeah, who's Rusty?
What an airhead.
Jeez, Mr. Takes a swing at everybody. This is not her fault. She's a very nice girl and, more importantly, a fan.
You are, Barry. You are right. You are absolutely right. Especially considering that I just randomly punched a guy. The skeleton of the Columbian mammoth. This specimen, estimated to be 14,000 years old, was recovered from the La Brea tar pits in 1981. It was donated to Elderwood National Park in 1998 when the Columbian mammoth became Washington's state fossil. Named Bucktooth Charlie, it has since become the park's official mascot. Bucktooth Charlie. Okay. All of that sounds... Am I supposed to be confused? Because
Seriously, Al.
What?
What you were saying in the car?
Yep.
Just listen to yourself.
I know. Look.
You shot a guy.
Barry.
And his body just disappeared.
I
When's
shot
the
many
last time you
people.
slept? Are you high? Have
I
you
wish.
been drinking?
No.
No.
I
Look,
want
Barry,
all of
I'm
this.
missing a week, and someone's got Alice.
Do
and
you
everything's
understand what it sounds like when you say stuff like that? Don't get me wrong. It's a good story. Could be a bestseller. But when you start confusing fiction with reality, you're buying yourself a ticket to the funny farm.
Wait here.
Why? Why do we need Barry to stay here? Barry is probably the only person making any sense around here. Oh, wait, there's a coffee thermos. Gotta get a coffee thermos. You know, Barry seems to be the only normal, rational person here. Questioning Alan's, story is actually really smart. Because he needs to know if his client is crazy.
Hey, Rusty, right? You run cabins.
Oh, the puppy!
I'd shake your hand, but mine are kind of full here. Actually, I'm sorry about this. Would you mind grabbing the registration form from the desk? It's just across from Bucktooth Charlie.
Okay.
But no, puppy. I need to know if puppy's okay.
Crazy poachers. Max here got his foot caught.
From
in a
the
trap.
story.
They're illegal to use here. Hell, you're not supposed to hunt within the park at all. But that doesn't stop some lowlifes. Well, at least Max is gonna be okay. He got lucky.
Oh, he's a good boy.
Max is still groggy from the shot I gave him, and I'd rather not leave him alone just
Yeah.
yet.
I'll
The
go
form's on the desk
do the
across from the mammoth
forms.
skeleton.
I'm glad the puppy's
Al, you can't just go and meet a kidnapper.
okay-ish.
Those situations always end up in disaster. You gotta talk to the cops.
She's my wife.
I
and it's
did.
my call. Can we talk about this later?
No.
Technically.
This whole thing. Listen, you hit your head. I mean, geez, Al, come on. You gotta understand how crazy all this sounds. If you're trying to pull a joke on me, freak me out, it's working. Ha ha! Let's have a laugh on Barry.
I like
Well,
Barry.
You had me going there real funny, Al. You can quit it now.
I've decided Barry is the best. Sign the form. Oh, or take it with you? Oh, I gotta take it to Rusty. Okay. Was Rusty the owner of the dog? I think he was when he phoned into the station, right?
I think this is the form you wanted.
And here are the keys. Okay, you're all set, Mr. Wake. Glad to have you staying here.
Thanks. Can you tell me how to get to Lover's Peak?
Oh, sure. It's at the end of the nature trail. Just follow the paths, you'll get to it eventually.
And I have
It's
to
an
do it
easy
at
walk.
midnight.
Nice spot, too.
I have to do it at midnight, so I'm gonna be ambushed.
Look, Al, you're asking me to believe that you shot a dude who went poof into thin air, a guy who was bulletproof until you pointed a flashlight at him.
Yes.
You hear that from people who end up spending time in padded rooms, strapped to their beds, wearing white shirts with too long tangled up sleeves, and eating a healthy diet of pills.
The white shirts that do up at the back.
You make
Yes.
cruel jokes about people who believe that kind of stuff. You're the skeptic. You gave me an hour-long lecture on homeopathy last month. What was it? If there's no proof, it's pure bullshit. Period.
Guess the laugh's on me then.
Al, come on. I mean, okay. Okay, maybe something weird happened to you, okay?
Well, thanks for the heartfelt vote of confidence.
All I'm saying is you gotta throw me a bone here, bestseller. What would you think if it was me? There's no way you should be going out at midnight with a gun.
No one asked you to come here, Barry. Either work with me on this or go straight back to New York. Your choice.
Oh, okay. Are you gonna come with me, Barry? Yeah! Silverlance and Barry, best friends! I really like his character.
Al? We should go to the sheriff or call the FBI.
Damn it, Barry, they'll kill her. This is not a goddamn debate, Barry.
Fuck this lamp in particular.
I'm going to Lover's Peak. He said to come alone.
Okay then. I understand. You're my best friend, and I'm worried that you're not right in the head. Tell me what to do to help, and I'll do it.
You stay here, and if I'm not back by morning, call the cavalry.
Okay.
Just be careful with the natives, Al. These yokels are dangerous. Everybody hates a tourist, or it'll be deliverance all over again.
I have decided Barry is my new favourite thing about this game. But yes, that's it. That's going to be everything from me. Before we do actually go deep into the forest, I think that's a good place to leave it. I'm still confused about what's going on, but I'm really intrigued and confused at the same time. And now Barry is here, and I love Barry. Anyway, that's it from me. Thank you everybody so very much for watching, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye-bye!